You're watching Wake Up Whitewater with Caitlin Howe, Aaron Powers, Robbie Prohl, and Amanda Skripchek. Broadcasting from the UWW-TV studios, this is Wake Up Whitewater.
The weather is nice, though.
I hope so, too.
Because it's been getting nice.
Yeah.
So that's good for us. But since it is so nice, that means it's time for students to start riding their bikes to campus. However, a UW-Whitewater student has some unique bicycles that have been known to make heads turn. UWW-TV's Britta Tostrup has more.
You may have seen him riding one of his many bikes around campus. But who is the mysterious man who puts a new spin on biking to class? Max Estelle is a fifth-year senior majoring in percussion performance with an interesting hobby. So how do students react when they see the famous biker on campus?
Usually they just see the bike and just say that it's not like, hey, you're the guy with the bikes. But yeah, there's all sorts of people come up with questions. Oh, how do you ride that thing? How do you get on that thing? Did you buy that? Did you build it? Yeah, the questions never stop.
Estelle spends his free time building bikes not only for his personal use, but for his friends and college students who need bikes.
I've fixed up a ton of just regular old safety bikes, nothing strange about them, and just given them to a bunch of college kids because I find bikes all the time and people always need bikes. So.
He has taught his friends how to build them as well.
My roommates now, they were interested in the bike stuff. They had kind of recently started riding bikes. And I had my welder here and I had extra frames and they wanted to build bikes. So they each built a tall bike and a chopper. Actually, I guess Jess didn't build a chopper, she built a swing bike. But we hung out and built bikes all summer and it was pretty great.
The bikes themselves aren't the only unique thing about his hobby.
This is Michael Jackson. All the bikes have names. This tall tandem is Nico Neck Breather. The tandem tall truck, named because I used it for hauling all last summer. And neck breather because the person on the back is breathing down the neck of the person on the front.
Estelle has many ways of acquiring bikes for all of his projects.
Usually I find bikes either at the junkyard, which is a good place to go in town here. There's a lot of bikes just kind of laying around in ditches all over the place that are just absolutely destroyed. Otherwise, people usually make donations to me. They find a bike somewhere, they have like a garage full of bikes that they don't ride anymore. They're all busted up and say, hey, you can use these, you can redistribute them, you can build your own bikes with them, whatever. Just give them a new home.
So which bike is his favorite?
Favorite bike?
Yeah.
Boy, that's tough.
A tough question for a man with so many bikes.
How about top 20?
While it may be hard for Estelle to pick a favorite, one thing's for sure. All of his bikes have style. For UWW-TV, this is Britta Tostrup.
Oh my gosh, all of those bikes. Like, I only have one bike and I think it's okay. It's not the best
Yeah,
type
the
of bike.
tires on my bike have been flat for like 4 months.
I think the suspension on my bike
And I
is
have
like
one
shot.
bike to take care of.
Yeah, those bikes, all of them put my bike to shame.
Mm-hmm. They're so awesome. It's
They're
like
pretty
crazy.
awesome.
Does he builds these?
Yeah,
then?
he puts them together.
That's just insane that he
I know,
can do
and
that.
he said actually he's gotten his roommates into it. They've each made like a couple bikes themselves. So
That's really cool.
Do you know
And,
how many he has?
it's like around 40, I think he said, which is a lot. And he said he gives them away too, which is cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great way to recycle old bike parts. You know,
Right.
another thing that doesn't have to go into landfill. I think that's awesome. And obviously,
They're really cool.
it's a way to attract
Yeah.
attention, which is, I mean, it's like you said, it's definitely a
Right.
head turning.
It's a good hobby to
Yeah.
have.
Britta and I actually worked on this package together, and we each got to take a turn riding
Which
on the bike. It was one of the tall ones, but he had like a seat on the front, so we sat on the front of it.
What was
and
it
we were
called?
facing
The bike?
backwards, so it was like the most terrifying moment of my life. But it was cool.
Has he said has he ever crashed or anything like that?
We didn't ask because
Yeah, that would
I
be
was
amazing.
gonna ride on the bike.
Really? I
But
don't
he
want-
puts like a notch in his bike post every time he gives someone a ride, so we were number 28 and 29.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, he named
That's
them all,
pretty
right?
awesome.
What was the bike name that you got to take a ride on?
I don't
You don't remember? It was like the best time of your life and you don't remember.
Pretty lady sitter.
Awesome.
I didn't know that.
Awesome story number 28. That's pretty cool.
That's great.
Moving on to another summer activity, both the baseball and softball Diamonds here at UW-Whitewater have seen plenty of success this season. Over the past week, both baseball and softball were able to lock down regular season WIAC titles. Due to their stellar play, the baseball team will be hosting the NCAA Regional this weekend from Wednesday through Sunday, while the softball ladies hope to be heading to Eau Claire for the NCAA Championships. Best of luck to both teams as they attempt to wrap up successful seasons with even more hardware. So I know that